From the middle of 42nd, I'm blessing another banger by Psychotic. I'm on and I'm wrecking the Punisher beast. This is capital punishment, punished be speaking. Been punished, cast and make examples out you rappers. Bronx bomber from the city where the greats are from. Chris Rivers, OP Milo Reigns is from. Cuban Link, busy being a Remy Martin. Man, that verse on any up smoking out forever. Love my city, bright lights and big dreams. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills on the rails. Take it back to 93 instead and only for that L. Hip-hop, rap caused the panic. Salute to Queensbridge, the home of Illmatic. And the infamous, can't forget son, Derek Jeter showed that number 2 was number 1. Like when Angie Mall went to power. Flex beefing with Hov, I'm feeling sour. It's still New York City, no effing cowards. Brooklyn, where the people yelling yawa. Fabulous Joel Ortiz, man, them boys are ether. Rest in peace, the birthplace of Aaliyah. High haters, even at the haters loving me, no BK. The birthplace of David Blaine, yo. Papoose drops charades. Meanwhile, the second Sunday in June is the PR parade. Floating through the city, all the people getting lit. Can't forget about Harlem, shout outs to the dips. Children of the corn showed unity. Now we bumping that diplomatic immunity. Greatness is earned and never borrowed. You sucker MCs won't last in the Apollo. Heavy, Planet Rock, Africa, Bambaataa, Zulu Nation, and rock steady. Hardcore, jumping on city trains, graffiti dub, B Street. No need to fight, bring out the cardboards. Break dancing, I break them, they ain't advancing. I'm crazy lace with the prancing, get my B-boys dancing. Pardon me bargaining, but the art of me's expanding. Get late to rest, cause I make the best. When I'm breaking necks, this ain't a test. I shatter MCs, prepare your tape decks. For that street flow, New York City, all the homies still doing chin numps on the street post. Y'all seen that Fat Joe made them lean back. We started local, became big and went global. Hip-hop gave us a voice and we became vocal. No matter what, I will never front. I may be Jersey, but I'll never forget where I came from. New York, right.
So what it's gonna be, baby girl? Acting like you're tryna come home. With me, girl. So come home. You're not really tryna roll.
Come on. Hop in the whip, I'm about to roam. Dismissing all these bitches hitting up the phone. I'm headed to the spot just to be alone. I step there and get a table while I'm in the zone. Something like one bottle just to be social. Hitting Twitter, let my hitters know I'm chilling local. And I'm sipping while I'm sitting solo. I'm just different bass hitting while I'm listening to total. A lot of things on the floor shaking. Each one got me more patient. I see when I'm like, Lord gracious. Let's see what it's gonna take us. I told her, I wanna see you on the floor naked. She laughed. She looked at me and said, this boy crazy. Then she looked at me and said she overdated. And I looked at her and said, I'm so persuasive. Then I grabbed her by the hand, headed to the table. It's glasses after glasses, getting more acquainted. The liquor make these women show their true colors. Brown and brown equals black when it's undercovers. It could all start with a couple licks, and it can end with you. And in between, I be it's blindfolded sex, you don't know who you fucking with. She said the party done, let's get out of here. I said the party starts when we out of here. By the end of the night, you can both get right. I'm not here just to find me your wife, alright? So what it's gonna be,
baby girl? Acting like you're tryna come home. Acting like it's come home. I ain't tryna really tryna roll. You ain't tryna leave.
Okay, let go. Now what you gonna do? Cause I already know what you wanna do. And I can tell that you can tell that I'm wanting you. And I ain't with the game, so I'm laying in front of you. So now it's your decision. Because your decision, it will lead to more decisions. And the more decisions we have is for more positions. Both our wrists handcuffed together, fucking co-defendants. I'm trying to get you alone, girl. And ain't nobody trying to fuck you buck-tooth home, girl. So leave her by herself right there where she's supposed to be. And bring your sexy ass more close to me. Let's have a toast to me. Cause this calls for a celebration. Let's say cheers to the crib with the betters waiting. Soon as we friend up, where you gon' end up? In a room that's tremendous, in the mood getting bit up. Now tell me how that sound, cause I get around like Tupac if you not down. But if you ain't with it, gotta let me know. If you ain't with it, I ain't flipping, I'll let you go. So call me a loser. I don't get mad, I just call you an Uber. I dig on your cabin if you want me to do ya. Then getting relaxed, looking thick in the pads in the seat when we pulling out. Now all the stops and pulling out. I see you staring, so I dare you, mama, pull it out. By the end of the night, you can both get right. I'm not here just to find me your wife, alright? So what it's gonna be,
baby girl? Acting like you're tryna come home. Girl, get your hands to the phone, come home. You're not really tryna roll. So what it's gonna be, baby girl? Acting like you're tryna come home. Girl, get your hands to the phone, come home. Trying to roll.
You haters couldn't stop me, I'm boiling in this bitch. Do y'all little niggas need a lift? Making sure the execution swift. I'm killing all these niggas jumping in and out of whip. You haters couldn't stop me, I'm boiling in this bitch. Do y'all little niggas need a lift? Making sure the execution swift. I'm killing all these niggas jumping in and out of whip. You haters couldn't stop me, you better go and copy. My shit is hard like a brick from Poppy. You gotta watch these niggas acting cocky, but the trade pen was sweeten up the beef, no teriyaki. Yeah. Mobbing on the streets like a hooligan. Mobbing on the streets, I'm making moves again. parking lot. We parking lot, pimped in there and out the parking lot. We parking lot, pimped in there and out the parking lot. We parking lot, pimped in there and out the parking lot. You haters couldn't stop me, I'm boiling in this bitch. Do y'all little niggas need a lift? Making sure the execution swift. I'm killing all these niggas jumping in and out of whip. You haters couldn't stop me, I'm boiling in this bitch. Do y'all little niggas need a lift? Making sure the execution swift. I'm killing all these niggas jumping in and out of whips. You haters couldn't stop me, your boy looking cocky. I slide on you haters and eat them all. Shipping broccoli, then side with your bitch. You know I'm liking them sake. I like my money on hoes. I chase some chickens like Rocky. And you know I'm coming through and get it all day. Speed dial is a cold way. Sipping Henny in my lobby, nigga. Telling them meet in the hallway. We like drinking, getting money dipped in the latest fashion. Hustle, money made, flipped it right into rapping. Doing 9 to 5 while they bringing the packs in. Me and my bro getting ready to bring the stacks in. Every night is a party on my block. Labor Day shit like Juve on the block. Boys steady watching, yeah, they always wanna plot. And that's why they put the Juve party lights on the block. I said every night is a party on my block. Labor Day shit like Juve on the block. Boys steady watching, yeah, they always wanna plot. And that's why they put the Juve party lights on the block. You haters couldn't stop me, I'm boiling in this bitch. Do y'all little niggas need a lift? Making sure the execution swift. I'm killing all these niggas jumping in and out of whip. You haters couldn't stop me, I'm boiling in this bitch. Do y'all little niggas need a lift? Making sure the execution swift. I'm killing all these niggas jumping in and out of whips.
Transform the vote drown. As long as I'm here and equipped with the strength to go. Let's go. I just bought a new set of tires, about to break them all in. Hey, step that I take is to put food on my plate in this jungle. I am an anchor. 45 Dutchess, I'm like, fuck it, let's get high to where they can't touch us. Better slow down, cause it's guaranteed a nigga gon' crash. It's like I'm fighting the wall, trying to get me and my niggas to the top. Move through these cracks, though I don't sell rock. I'm laid back cool, but I make shit hot. Guarantee the nigga duck when they hit a pop. When it's on his own, boy, that war don't stop. Why?
Cause we riding.
Why not? For my homies, I would die at any second on the clock. Just picture what I envision. Got guard locked in the system, been loaded with ammunition. Down the highway, in and out of the lanes, we doing it my way. Let's go. Grimy niggas get sprayed. Cockroach type goons killing with the raid. You can't get the truth without the pain, but I'm getting money off of this cocaine.
Tomorrow, no stress, no pain. Majors, I got your back for sure. Let's shine like diamond rings. No, I won't change a thing. Just you and me together forever and ever.
ain't new. Let me get more familiar. Just tryna spread love. You know that hate could kill ya. I'm tryna see what's up. Let me make one phone call. You know I got all my digits right, and now I need yours. I can be seconds away from just tasting you, taking you down. You can be waking up naked, just looking around. I can be who you've been waiting for, right in your face all along. And I can be the one you're looking for, or I could be wrong. Hey. I know you sick of them boys from around the way now. And I know you wanna get away. Let me take you to a place where everything up, everything. Seeing all them boys just like to play now. Baby, I ain't coming here for games. Let me put you on this plane where everything up, but just don't touch my shit, my shit.
Go ahead, let me talk my shit,
my shit.
Oh yeah, my shit.
Yeah.
Little girl, let me talk my shit.
Let me talk my shit.
Baby girl, let me talk my shit.
My shit.
Let me grab my nuts like that.
Yeah.
Hey, let me talk my
shit. You could be tanning in the south of France or on beaches in Mexico. Ringing this sandwich at top of my hand. Your bottom is next to go. Girl, you've been dealing with amateurs. It's time to get you a professional. I'm cocky, girl, yeah, I know. I love me, I let it show. Fly ain't an issue for ya. You already bought your paper. Whole world I can show ya. Let me be the one to take ya. They better not come and knockin'. We be tryna wake the neighbors. Tell them they sleep tomorrow, or they gon' have to wait. I know you sick of them boys from around the way now. And I know you wanna get away. Let me take you to a place where everything up, everything. Seeing all them boys just like to play now. Baby, I ain't coming here for games. Let me put you on this plane where everything up, but just don't touch my shit, my shit.
Girl, let me talk my shit,
my shit,
my shit, my shit.
yeah.
Girl, let me talk my shit.
Let me talk my shit,
Girl, let me talk my shit.
my shit.
I'ma grab my nuts like that.
Yeah. Let me talk my shit. You can stay here on the ground if you like, or come on the ride of your life. If we could stay in the clouds, why would we ever come down? Never come down. Why would we ever come down? You know I love it when everything up. Just don't touch my shit, my shit.
Girl, let me talk my shit,
My shit.
like that.
Yeah.
Girl, let me talk my shit.
Let me talk my shit. My shit. Yeah. Let me talk my shit.
Hey, let's get it. Hey, When I was younger, I never met sin. Mama did druggy, that shit let me damage. I'm from a place where these niggas told him is I got a grind just to pull up and fin. I'm over the ghost like my name, then he fin. I'm about the shit, I don't got men. This met this little bitch, holding the jacks. She let me kill, got it on cam. You got a problem, address the issue. Find your address and we pull up with pistols. Pull up with missiles. Yeah. Hey, niggas been talking that they do the damage. Chopper just drawing them like it's a canvas. Get to that money and move to Atlanta. I met this little bitch in Atlanta. Yeah, she a dancer. Hit it and quit it. Never romantic. Back in my bag. It's just a habit. NY nigga. About to go savage. Hey, haters on my dick. They stuck on my Insta. I'ma just flex on the gram and then fuck on they system. Money keep calling. I'm doing a race like I'm K. Tell them hating niggas catch up. Truly never gonna let up. Tell them pussy niggas shut up. Lullabies with Beretta. Preacher singing, hold your head up. Hey, then they got that new range with the lot. She gon' let Chili fuck off the watch. My dope baby come straight from the block.
I was just racking up, quarterback niggas be sacking them, Benjamin's adding up. I got a shot cause them haters ain't mad enough, fucking attack cause Shirley ain't had enough. Money keep calling, these bitches annoying, we pulled up on quiet shit, bullets are snoring. We swerving the form, we tripping the form, my bitches are form, my life should be fun. Now back to the top, but we pull up with monster, tell me where the drug ass gon' be hostages. Living rock style life with some rocket shit, present lifestyle, full like a rocket shit. Can't take the heat, get the fuck up out the kitchen, niggas whipping Justin Bieber, hand my 10.
HHPOV.
Yo, what's going on? It's Hip Hop Point of View on Thursday, every Thursday from 6 to 8. HHPOV. It's your girl Tay. We got our first guest in the building on time, ready to go. Queen of Hearts.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm great, and yourself?
I'm doing great. We was having such a great discussion.
Yes, we were.
So, definitely some hot topics. Some hot topics. Well, first I want her to talk about her event by itself before we move on to the hot topics. We got Bravo in the house.
Yeah, what's up? Am I on? Do
Yeah,
I have to turn it on or am I on? I'm already on.
You're already on.
I'm already on because I was late, so I'm already on.
You're already on.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
All right, so you said you have 3 events happening at the same exact time.
Yeah, more focus on the event is the donation back to the Children's New York Public City Library for summer youth program. So.
Okay, so I know we discussed it off air how that works, but how does that work so that people could know, could join?
So the New York City Public Library has a 6-week program for kids summertime where they attend on the city public library. They go and sit and they read books. They are able to take out a book once per week, and then at the end of the 6-week course, they get a free book.
Okay.
So the venue that I'm at allowed me to use the New York City Public Library has a fundraiser, so we could be able to get money for the fund for the children after, so they could get free books.
That is so
Nice.
dope. I know.
Nice. Let's give it one time for the marathon continues.
Yes,
Yes.
the marathon continues.
That's how it goes. These are the things I'm talking about. Little steps like this. We can't.
So,
We're not all in position to do it on the grand stage, but if we can do it on the stage that we're able
yes.
to make it and shine on,
We got to start with
then
the
that's what it
children
is.
first and
That's
foremost.
what it is, you
We gotta
know what
start
I'm
with the
saying?
children.
and we start with it at the beginning. The
Yes,
children.
The beginning.
The children, yes.
At the beginning.
So what made you think about this idea?
Actually, it's a kind of weird story. It used to, I had this little problem where I was growing up. I used to curse a lot.
Whoa.
Oh, dirty mouth.
Yes, dirty mouth. So this lady from downstairs, she was a Jewish lady. She said to me, you're so pretty. She said, you're filling them words with, some vocabulary, proper vocabulary. So for the summertime, my mother was one of them strict old Puerto Rican ladies. So she, basically I was home all the time. She said, do me a favor. Take these books and do some book reports. Yeah. So that's what I did for my summer. I did like book reports for her. Uplifted my vocabulary, and
Okay.
she opened my thing into reading books all the time. My love for reading books.
Yes.
So I have 4 children of myself, and I'm always constantly taking them to the library. When they were growing up, and this was an idea. So I was walking by the library where I live at, and I saw the kids reading.
Yes.
And I just walked in and I said, what kind of programming this is? She says, they have an after-school program. The New York City Public Library has an after-school program, and they have a summer youth program also. So I inquired a little bit more information, got their email, and they gave me some information on the summer youth program and how I could be able to get, start my own thing to get donations for the kids to get they actually get a free brand new book after the 6 weeks. So, this is what I'm trying to raise money for.
Yeah. One, I don't know if I probably missed it, but how long have you been doing this for?
This is my first event.
Okay.
I usually I eat from doing showcases and artists, and so on top of doing this, we're able to raise. We have 6 we have 7 women artists,
Mm-hmm.
which upcoming artists, unsigned artists, also performing that night. And
At the book event?
Yes, at the book event. So it's like and then we have a woman. It's an all woman event.
Yes.
All women.
males
Congratulations to Women in Power.
Yes.
Doing that.
I wanted to do. This is some idea that I've been having for a little while. So my birthday's coming up. So I said, let's celebrate the children, let's celebrate the women, and let's celebrate my life.
Yes, I like that. All great things wrapped up into one.
Are males invited to the all women?
Oh yeah, the males.
Okay,
there's definitely a lot of males
that
gonna
clear.
Yeah.
Some
Oh,
people
the men showing up. It's all women. Hey, the men are showing up.
People see women empowerment event. They're like, oh, she.
No. It's called Women in Music.
Okay,
that's
Women
called.
in Music.
It's called Women in Music.
So
the event.
basically, it's just women participating.
Yes.
But men can come through.
Oh, definitely.
Show their love and support.
It's a sports bar.
Yeah.
So
so men gonna show up. Men gonna show up.
Of
No, but that's very interesting and that's dope. For just an all women's cast.
Yes. A lot of people don't do that.
I love that idea.
A lot of people don't do that in New York City. I mean, it's been done in Philly, but out here in New York City, it's rare when it's all women. So it's
DJ, especially like you said, all of the components
are women.
The DJ, the man, like everything.
I like that.
You know what I
even women security guards.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, she's thinking about that. She's like, I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, I'm not.
Bravo's like, is it women janitors?
I'm not charging for the event, so I really don't care what's going on in the front door. So the event is free.
Yeah.
All I'm asking is for the donations for for the fundraiser for the books. Yeah. That's basically it. So if you're gonna come to the event, we have a link on my Instagram, which is Queen of Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Show Queen of Hearts _Queen_of_Hearts CH. And
names so complicated.
I know. Sorry.
Don't worry. Grunk does the same thing. He can't even say his own name too.
Oh, so the link is on there. So the money goes straight into the New York City Public Library. I think it's under my name, so it gets good for me. So
and I want to say another big round of applause to you for bringing back books.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You don't really hear no more about libraries. Like we know we know they exist.
They actually.
Do you have a library card?
Who, me? Yes.
Yeah, I have one too.
Yes. They actually are looking for people to how can I say it? Buy into the libraries now.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Wow. So you can be an investor in the library.
Investor in the library. So you need to look up the New York City Public Library because there's a lot of stuff going on behind closed doors.
You have a lot of this information?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you need to share with us.
Yeah,
I'll definitely buy some stock in some libraries.
I know.
HHPOV.
I also spoke at the main library on 42nd Street.
Yeah, the big one.
The big one.
Yeah,
I spoke. That one is nice.
Yeah, I spoke. Where I was on a train one day, and I was talking to this lady, and she turned out to be Miss Purdue. You know the Chicken Purdue?
Yeah.
The billionaire lady.
Wow.
She bought my first business cards on the train, and she pursued me into believing into my dreams and the stuff. And then that's where I started doing the showcases and things like that and giving back.
That's nice.
She invited me to speak. Yeah, she inspired me to. Yeah, she invited me to come speak on an event that she was having there. And I stood in front of everybody and spoke on women empowerment and the stuff that I've been through in my life. And it was like,
can we get a round of applause?
Another round of applause. We're just going to have round of applause
for her shaking and baking out here.
Shaking and baking.
No, that was so
shaking
weird.
And baking.
No, that was so
No,
weird.
it wasn't weird. It was God's work. You know,
Yes.
that was in your journey.
You was
that's
aligned
in your
up.
plan.
It was
all the
aligned.
stars aligned that
Everything was
day.
aligned.
You know, sometimes I feel like it be those days where you never know, like you said, you think it's random, but you're like, I met this person and then that person connect me to this person and the next thing you know, I'm on this show
crazy.
and
like I said the other day, I'm bored. I had in the house and sit up there. I see Russell Simmons. He's on live, and I'm like, well, let me see if he'll pick me. Dude, you know what I mean? And he picks me. And I'm telling him about the event. And I'm like, this got to be God. This is amazing.
Let me say this.
I know. Another round of applause.
No, it's not another round of applause.
Look at, like, all this stuff is happening to her. And she's like, shy and bashful with it and everything. Like, they're not that. They're pretty. Like, see, you know what it is? Certain things like that are supposed to happen to certain people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think and this is 100%, and this is no disrespect to anybody, but it always happens to the people that's unaware of how it can go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where it can go from there. You know what I'm saying?
And then
Yeah.
to drop a little sign to show
because
where it can go.
It couldn't happen to me. Because I'm jumping all over it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's supposed to happen to the modest people. You know, to encourage you and build you up even more.
I guess because he gave me.
Because the people that, you know, like, some of us that we're just waiting, looking for that door opportunity.
But
it's not supposed to happen to us because we're still supposed to be on our grind with it.
But
You
still
feel
at
what
the
I'm
same
saying?
time, do you know how I don't say that I've done this before, but there have been people who I've been on Instagram and their live have popped up, and I'm like, if I click now, they have to open with me because there's only like 3 people following right now, because it's like within the seconds, and then you next thing you know, in 4 minutes, it's like you know, thousands of people.
Let me see what Queen has to say.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my god. He gave me his email. And I sent him the information on the event, on the fundraising event. I sent him everything, and he was like, you know, he's gonna post it on Facebook, so I'm waiting for him to post it on Facebook.
Well, that's what's up. Congratulations on that. Congratulations
Well,
on
I mean,
that.
you know, I understand what you're saying, that certain situations are supposed to happen to certain people, you know, but you don't. I guess in my lifetime, the stuff that I've been through, it's kind of a blessing, and it is an awareness and letting me know that I can progress more than, you know, that I'm supposed to be in a certain better position than I am. So, but I, you know, like I raised 4 kids on my own.
Round of applause for that too.
So I raised 4 kids, and one is 30, one is 26, and I got twins. They're 21. I just got my own first apartment like a little kid, so. I'm just starting off fresh, so I guess it's supposed to happen to me right now.
Yeah, that fresh new beginning. That fresh new beginning. You got to be ready. So when you leave this, you know what I'm saying? Go home, look in the mirror, smile, thank yourself.
I'm always smiling.
Thank yourself.
Though. I'm grateful
thank
for
yourself,
everything. Yeah.
and say, you know what? I'm ready for tomorrow. Because that's how you got to move. You got to be ready.
Yeah,
Every day, all
ready.
day, you got to be ready for it.
I'm definitely ready.
Especially when you're going into the entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And establishing a brand and building yourself and creating your own system. You know what I'm saying? You got to be ready for the next day.
Yeah,
for that grind mode, because it never stops.
It never stops. It doesn't. Stops. I'm always on the go lately. Listen, it's like nonstop lately.
I was like, oh, I got home. I was like, let me get a good 4 hours of sleep. 2 hours. That's it. Cause I can't sleep.
You was up ready to go.
I can't sleep.
You can't sleep.
Yeah, like it's so hard for me to sleep, and I try. Like I got to do things to the point when I'm actually exhausted, about to pass out.
Yes, I get
That's
like
when
that.
I fall. That's when I go to sleep. I got to be passing out.
My kids say they don't see
also
me anymore.
called procrastination. Sometimes.
Nah. I think because I just don't stop thinking. Like I can't relax.
Gotta turn your brain off.
Because I know I'm nowhere near where I want to be.
Yeah, that's that anxiety too.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like anxiety.
Like, it doesn't stop.
Yeah, I get like that too. I have a regular job. You know, I do Section 8 housing, so I take care of 222 families at home.
You just taking care of New York City.
And then I go home.
Got the literacy, the apartment.
Then I go do Uber.
I'm about to be like, I'm an Uber queen. That's probably where I saw you.
I do Uber, and then that's when I go home after when I'm like exhausted.
You know what? Because of or everything that you got your hand in, you should go into politics.
Yeah.
You know, somebody said that recently to me.
You should go into politics because you're in a position where you have like connections.
Yeah.
But you're not just connecting the dots the way that you can do it.
I will. You know what? I think, like I said, you know, we all have our time and our period. And I know that I am capable of doing much better. I do know.
No, don't say much better. Just say taking it to another
level. Taking it to another level. Yeah. So on that behalf, you know, like I said, I just stepped into my own, you know. So once I'm comfortable with stepping into my own and creating my own path, you know, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just not one of those person that I have to make sure that whatever step I do is correct because I also have 4 children. I'm having a grandkid coming up. So he's my focus. My grandkid is actually my focus. and leaving
Congratulations.
thank you, and leaving a foundation for him and a legacy for him. That's so my steps that I'm taking are one by one to make sure that whatever I'm doing is covered and all the bases is done, correctly.
Oh, that's what's up. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. So okay,
I got a master plan.
But you sure
Basically.
do. Sound good.
Yeah.
SK, come on through.
Come on down. I was about to say favorite book, but go ahead.
We just got a house full of people. She got a house full of people. We got a house full of people, and she does, and she works for the city. So she's just housing us all right
Yes.
now.
Basically.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Introduce yourself. State your name and your biz. Good vibes.
All the time.
Good
I know.
vibes.
Bravo's like, speak now.
Nah, you know why? You know why? You know why?
Can she sit
Because I
down?
was late. Because I was late. I was
Now
late.
he rushes
And I
me.
rushed her to the joint. I'm
Yeah, I
like,
know.
yeah, I'm late. I'm sorry, but you got to
He
go.
was
Let's go.
putting on
Let's
the
get
mic
up there.
covers, and he's
You know,
like,
and
we
that's
on
me. I'm
air.
sorry.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I'm sorry.
yes,
I'm under
yes.
pressure right now.
So yeah, my name is SK. I'm here with Point Blank BX. That's in, out of the Bronx.
BX.
So yeah, you know what's up. But so I'm a artist. I do mostly hip hop, but also a little bit of like R&B inspired or pop inspired stuff.
Gotcha.
I've listened to a ton of different music growing up, and and just now I'm into a lot of different stuff. So that's kind of where I'm at. And shout out to Point Blank BX. He's a master videographer, my biggest mentor. So, shout out to him.
Hey.
That's what's up. Congratulations. So you're an artist now. So when did you wake up and say, today, this is what it's going to be?
It was a little bit of a forced decision, I guess, in the sense that I had always been into sports, and I was a collegiate runner, and that was my main thing,
Same here.
So cool. Yeah, no. So I was really into that, and then I had a couple surgeries, and so that came to an abrupt end, and I was always into music, but I hadn't really tried the creative side of it. And so for me, I was like, all right, I need something else to be passionate about.
Okay.
So that's how I ended up in music.
What did you run?
I did mile.
Oh, you
2
were
mile, yeah.
Oh, you were distance.
I
I was a
did
sprinter.
now.
I always wanted to be a
I
sprinter.
always wanted to be a miler because
Really?
I always wanted to run a marathon, but sprints were my thing. 55, 60 indoor, 100, 200 outdoor, and relays.
See,
but
you know what's funny?
that's too much.
I got
Everybody
mad
talking this running game.
Bravo.
It's a serious game.
Listen.
It's a serious
It's a
I
game.
ran
serious
track
game.
for 4 years for Cardinal Hayes.
For high,
You feel what
for
I'm saying?
junior high school.
Okay.
And the only reason
Okay.
why
That's
grade.
high school. That's
the
high
only
school.
reason why I
second
dipped out,
grade.
I messed up because I broke both my ankles.
Oh.
Like my senior year. And it wasn't even running track. It was just playing football on the streets. Just
Let me find out you from the hood.
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
smack in the hood, Kingsbridge. You already know.
Oh.
196 Valentine Avenue. That's where it is, you know?
Lord.
10458. Let's go. What's up?
But
you
you,
know what
went
I'm
to school in order 451 though.
Yo, listen. My mama was like, you know what it was? My mom was just like, you go there to school. So everybody's going to Kennedy and the Vanda. I'm going with the homies. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to Kennedy. I'm going to ride with the homies. I passed the test. My mom's like, nah, you're going to Hayes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like,
but Kennedy
it
was
was-
more
it
of a
was-
sport.
it
It
was
was more
a-
of a sports.
Yeah, I'm about to say that was a
school.
sports school.
Hayes is sports school.
Sports
too.
school as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
So I was always interested
So you
in
had
knowing.
a uniform on. That's what you're
Oh
saying.
yeah, had the uniform all the time, but my shit was
What did you
just
run?
no tie, huh?
What'd you
I
run?
ran the 55, 100, 200, 400 relay,
Oh, nice.
cross country,
Yeah, cross country
Oh,
is
he
in
did
the
cross
beast.
and then
Yeah,
I was
you
just
went
running in the
cross
streets.
country.
So I was just
Yeah.
a natural runner. I was a natural
He was
runner.
a
You know what I'm
natural
saying?
runner.
That was in my blood.
Oh,
Question
man.
is, was you any good?
Oh, I was hell good. Come on, man.
Where, in the
Listen,
streets
bro,
or-
I put
or on the
everything,
tracks?
everything. I put money.
Oh, no.
I put money on it to this day.
Bravo trying to
this
race
day.
outside.
To this day. To this day, I put money on it. To this day, I will
Okay.
dust people.
Oh,
Okay, it's in my blood. It's in my blood. It's in my blood.
Bravo.
Even with 2 broken ankles.
With two broken ankles.
It's in my blood. I mean, yo,
Oh,
listen.
bravo.
When you're an athlete,
You're an athlete for
you're
life.
just an athlete. Period. It's in you.
Unless you
That's
decide
it.
to change.
Like a whole
But
year of conditioning.
Nah, I don't
Yeah.
need no whole year, bro.
Bro
I don't
said
need
he
no
ready.
whole year, bro. I need 2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks. I get it
2
right.
weeks. Okay.
2 weeks.
Well, I was always interested in knowing what other people had on their playlist when they ran. What's some of the music that you listened to when you were an athlete?
Oh, everything. 50 Cent, The Game. I listened to some J. Cole.
Okay.
It really depended on my mood. Occasionally a country song, some rock stuff too, like, you know, maybe some Matchbox 20 or my music interest is so diverse.
It was weird. I stayed to surprisingly techno because like the beat
A lot
itself,
of
like I
people do
always
that.
was like
Yeah.
can't really listen to my favorite songs or like my favorite artists per se because I was like I gotta get pumped, I gotta get ready. Like some of the stuff that I listened to was just techno music because I was like I gotta get focused. I can't be like singing the lyrics and trying to dance and stuff. I'm like I can't be ready to go to a party.
All distracted.
I gotta be distracted.
No
I have to listen.
Honestly, I would find music that would make me either angry or like, you know, some kind of emotion so that I could bring that into a race. So for me, that was my strategy. So if I had a song that, you know, either the lyrics meant something to me or, you know, something like that, I would use that.
Nice.
Okay.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
No R&B when it comes to.
No.
I
Well, I
don't
mean,
know,
maybe if it maybe on a cool down or
It's a
something, you
little too
listen
mellow,
to
right?
R&B. Yeah.
I would probably
When you
think
break
it's
up with somebody.
most likely the mood you wake up to. Like whatever you wake up to that day, you might feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Then jump into something. And you don't have to listen to R&B directly before you run, but you know what I'm saying? Like getting up, you know what I'm saying, setting your momentum and then, you know what I'm saying, pick it up a little bit. So, are you born and raised in the Bronx?
No, I'm originally from New Jersey, and then I lived in Boston for
Beantown?
like 6 years.
Okay, that's
and
what's
then
up.
moved to the Bronx.
Damn, how you go from Jersey to Boston to the Bronx?
Well, I went to school in Boston.
Oh yeah.
What
So
school?
I went to MIT.
Wow.
You had to shout that out. You had to shout that out. Give a round of applause.
Yeah.
I think we're in the same conference probably. I went to Wheaton College.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I raised
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm about to say we.
that's honors right there. We shout that out. We shout that out.
She's like, we race you guys. Yeah,
We
we
shouting
race
that out.
What did I might say? Well, yeah, but no, that's too.
Oh what?
Well, because
Yeah.
our schools, we were in the same conference. I went
Yeah.
to Wheaton and Mass. And
Yeah,
then
we
she went to
definitely
Boston,
raced
so
Wheaton.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why. See, this whole
MIT.
track story is playing
Oh,
out.
All right, so
MIT.
you know what? We gotta stay in touch because we're gonna have to set this up in the
Bravo.
summer.
Yeah.
Because Tay be
We're gonna
talking
have to
every time I
compromise.
say something, she be making jokes, man.
You know they have a
Let's
Wakanda.
go, man.
They have a Wakanda thing coming up June 1st. Is a
see?
Yes, you should join Wakanda.
Listen, man, I ain't
Pace,
scared.
it's Pace Run. It's called Pace Run.
I ain't scared of
Pace
nothing.
run.
Let's
Pace
go.
Run.
It's only
T-Bo's got you
because
set up.
I
only
do-
because
I-
every
only
week-
because I registered and honestly, you know, I'm gonna walk it because
Hey, look.
it's just an experience
gotta
that I want to
finish.
have.
Yeah.
It's only because every week I learn something new about Bravo. That's it. That's the only reason why my reactions are
It's
like this.
different conversations, different things
Money's
come
on
up.
both of y'all.
Yeah. Say, hey,
Yeah, my money's on them.
It's all good. You ain't gotta have one.
We gonna
And
team
you
up.
know what? You know
No
what?
cheating. No
You know
cheating.
what? We
We
doing the
team up.
concourse. We running down the concourse. Straight down the concourse expressway. Straight in the middle.
What you do when they close down the concourse?
No, we
Yo,
about
Close
to
down.
go to the
I ain't
armory.
scared.
Yeah, let's go
Listen,
to the
bro.
armory.
Yeah, we
Listen,
about to go to the armory.
in my blood,
Oh, they
I
should
am
change
not
it. They
scared.
changed it.
Let's
It's not
go,
the armory
B.
anymore.
What is it called?
I'm
They're
not
actually
scared.
putting
Let's
an
go.
No, they don't.
I got all the information.
They
Yeah,
putting an ice skating rink? No, they
yes,
not.
yes, they are.
What?
An armory, yeah.
Where the runners? No,
They're doing it now. They
Right?
closed it down. They're doing it now.
Wow.
I actually was gonna do trying to get an event there,
No.
but then they told me that it was closed down.
So let me
That's
ask a
wild.
question.
Yes, sir.
This is a question for everybody.
Brokenhearted.
How do you feel about the gentrification?
And yeah, in what borough?
We
'Cause it
just said
depends.
we in New York right now, so we
Because in the
going.
Bronx,
We
man.
say okay, we're gonna say the Bronx right now.
It hasn't gotten hit yet, really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say,
it's
come
start.
right up.
How do you feel about it?
So bro, right? So
Hold
bro.
up.
How
So,
you
bro,
feel about it?
what? Are you serious?
I didn't know that's that's
Yeah.
a thing.
But they did that to Harlem, because Harlem
Yeah,
is
it's
no
no
ho.
ho. It's
It's
no
no
ho.
ho.
It's
Harlem
no
is
See,
ho.
ho.
yeah. See,
Harlem
that's
is no ho.
that's one thing I definitely don't like is changing the names.
Nah,
'cause
don't
Yeah.
do
you
that.
take away the history.
Don't do that.
Once you do
Yeah.
that, you erase
I
that
would-
history and you create you're creating something new. And like I say, their own Wikipedia, so they can change up the history to whatever they
Yeah.
want. 10 years from now, certain
Yeah.
things won't even exist no
I don't
more.
think I would ever say, where you from? So, bro. No,
Yeah,
no,
that's-
like,
no,
I'm from the Bronx.
I'm from the Bronx.
To me, it's
You
like
can't take
Well,
the
I'm
dot out.
from Puerto Rico. Then I was raised in Chicago, and then I came to the Bronx.
Okay.
So I actually was having a conversation. I'm going to Chicago next month. And did you hear about the 14-year-old little boy that got killed?
In Chicago?
In Chicago, he got
Okay.
killed. He was I think he was in some type of sports, and he was he was in Notre Dame or something like that, and
Oh, wow.
yeah, he was. They had an
Yeah, killed.
article out on him, and he got shot and killed over the weekend. So we're gonna go out there and speak on that behalf, and maybe try to make some changes out there, hopefully, because I'm from the South Side out there, so.
Damn.
Oh, yeah,
Wow,
you
that's
from
tough.
that hard.
I don't know, but the
area.
gentrification here is serious.
I saw my godfather got killed when I was 5 years old. He was bringing me presents, and he got killed out there. So
Chicago's a different beast than New York.
definitely.
For real.
That's for real, for real.
I sit in a hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't leave. I'm dead serious.
Really?
All I
They're
had to do
really
is go to the
at
store, right back.
I'm not even getting out the airport, man.
But you know what I learned? Like I go to college for policies and procedures, and what I learned there is, like how we have the kids here are 16 years old.
Yeah.
So and they're treated as adults. Out there, they're treated as adults at 18. And the majority of the time, the kids that are in these gangs and stuff are under the age of 18. They start young. So these kids are getting away with a lot of stuff and, being allowed to still continue doing what they're doing out there.
Oh, because they're 18.
They're
right?
18.
Okay, and we're 16.
So treating as adults is what 18. Down here is 16. So if you're down here, if you get in trouble and commit a crime at 16, you get you can be charged as an adult. Out there is different.
Well, they wilding over there.
Yeah.
Chicago wilding.
Yeah.
Chirac right now.
Yeah,
It's
Chirac.
Yeah, and
It's
I
sad
got
though.
some peoples out there. They
It's
wildin'.
sad.
Cabrini Green. There's some places. cops
And the
don't
hip
go.
hop is all
Yeah.
intertwined with it too.
They don't even go over there. They know better.
Yeah. It's,
But I heard that Kanye was gonna go back,
Yeah,
I
he's-
guess, in
he's
order
going back,
to
trying to-
But that's
trying
why
to-
he's that's why I
to
think-
promote.
Yeah,
some
that's why I think
new
he's
music.
starting the thing with the Sunday thing, Sunday Fest. Yeah, that's why I think he started that so that he could bring that out into Chicago, bring some back some religion or something back.
Well, I think it's different because because New York is such a center for like tourist attractions and everything. It kind of and because we have so many, you know what I'm saying,
Diversity.
Yeah, so much diversity and so much just it's a lot of things to do in New York.
Yeah.
So it's like you get caught up in things, you're doing things, but you kind of, it's not as bad as other places because they don't really have that type of environment. Like it's just, it's just building.
You have a choice here. I think
Yeah,
you have a choice
you have
here.
more of a choice in New York.
I don't
That's
think-
why
I think-
it's
I think
not
it-
like
I-
we
I-
got our situations. We got our situations
Yes,
over here. But like when you go to like, Chicago, Detroit, LA, things like that.
Yeah.
It's like it's either this or that. You know what I'm saying? Very rarely is it an in between situation. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why, like with Chicago, like they situate back. Plus, they hold urban roots is brought up in gang culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where New York is, we had like,
We have it, but that's not.
we
our
had
roots.
it, but it wasn't. We had hip hop. We created hip hop, so that kind of like stopped a lot of.
We swagged out.
Yeah.
It's true. We fashion.
Yeah,
Chicago.
definitely.
We kind of
Gritty.
focused on like little things, and it's like when it gets there, it gets there. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere else is just like, nah, man. This
is what it
how,
is,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is how we living.
But when does it get to the point where we say when it doesn't end as a people? You understand? When you say gentrification, I think we should need to we should gentrify our own community.
Yeah,
You
true.
understand what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely.
But we
first.
don't support each other.
And that's why I say starting with the kids.
Yeah.
We could get these kids more into this program as far as not hanging out. Parents, and this is one thing I want to tell mothers. You don't have to have your kid out in the park or hanging out. You could take them to the library and let them read and, let them study a book, and then you could pick them up 2 hours later. They don't have to be in the park, and they don't have to be doing certain things. I mean, it's good to have an activity, but, some parents nowadays, I think that they might be a little bit overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And allowing the children to do more than what I grew up in a strict household. My mother was a single mom, and I was strict with my children. And if you go to my house right now, my kids are sitting home doing homework, or they're doing something different. So me noticing the difference of that and what's going on now with these young mothers is you could take your kid to the library, and then your kid accomplish something in the 6 weeks and get a free book.
I like that. I agree with that. But things has changed now. I think what happened is they took the power away from us.
Yeah.
We can't discipline the kids.
Exactly.
But then you close down facilities. Now you have to pay for the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, exactly.
It was free
Yes.
back in the day.
Yeah.
So you take away a lot of arms to help these single women. You
Exactly.
understand what I'm saying? And then sometimes, let's be real, as a parent, go outside. You really don't care sometimes. You know
Yeah.
what?
Just
You-
get out of here.
You need to decompress. And I don't
Yeah.
think people keep it real with the situation. They take
Yeah.
a lot of things away from us. I thought about it today. You couldn't pay me to be home when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like,
'Cause it was
that's
so
what I tell
now-
people all
now,
day.
When it
I was
snows,
never in the house.
when it
Now- yeah, I
snows,
never
you know what I'm
was
saying? We
out,
wanted
yeah.
to be the first one to put our feet on there. When you drive by Bronx River, it's clean. There's
Yeah.
no kids out there. Back in the days, there was always one fat kid. Now there's one skinny kid in the crew.
Yeah.
Let's talk the real. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
You're 100.
The,
You're
those
100.
kids are not they kill the imagination of the kid. How
Yeah.
many times? I bet you kids today don't even know what double dutch is.
Yeah, I haven't.
They don't
you
know
know,
what
I haven't
scales
seen
is.
that. It's
They don't
such
know
a
what
long
manhunt
time.
No
is.
imagination.
We was
Yeah.
athletic. You know what I'm saying? We
no
had fun.
imagination,
The
yeah.
girls compete with the boys.
Did you slide down the hill on 163rd in the
Yes.
snow?
Well, technically, because I'm also a teacher, I had fun this last couple of days because we just finished the state test, and I was like, all right, guys, we're gonna play Uno. And
They didn't
3
know.
kids raised their hand and was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." But in my mind, I was like, "Wait, no. You didn't play with your your parents
None of
didn't
that.
teach you how to play, or like you don't know how to play, like
Man.
what?" And they had no idea. And then it was cheating the whole game because they were like, "Cause you said the color, so they throwing down any color."
It's true.
And I was
Yeah.
like, "But when do they?" You know. And then I was like, I felt a disservice. You know, almost like if I didn't teach them, where would they learn? Because obviously. It wasn't from home,
And
and then they
teachers-
know every word to the song.
Yeah.
Then I was like, all right, we're gonna do like the little dance thing on the screen, and they were like, oh, we know this song, we know, and I'm like, you didn't even know how like that the same color goes down after, but you want to play this little like app dance thing on the thing. I'm like,
So
And
here's
that'll
a
tell you something. With all the technology today, and they didn't know that.
Yeah.
That means they're scared to venture off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You see, kids are being programmed. They don't want to go outside. They don't want to do things anymore because it's made
because
it
they're
dangerous.
stuck on their phones.
Yeah.
They're
There
stuck
you
on their
go.
computers. So instead of, this is what I say, instead of buying your kid a phone, go buy them a encyclopedia. You know, when was the last time somebody went to your house and knocked on the door and said, "Do you want to buy a set of encyclopedias?" It's been
It won't happen.
Never.
It won't happen.
Never.
Nah, it won't
it
happen.
doesn't
Not
happen
today.
no more.
It's that you got to see the difference, and then I think we need to evolve as
Yeah.
the seniors and the adults to show them, you know what I'm saying, how it is. But they eliminate the hierarchy, so
what do
there's
you-
no respect
What do
anymore.
you think? What do you think? This is my question. We're all in hip hop and we love hip hop. You know what I mean? My first thing was Sugar Hill Gang. That was my first.
okay.
My mother
all
bought
the
me a
way
little
back.
Barbie
All the way
thing and
back.
Sugar Hill Gang. That was my first little, you know.
They had a Barbie doll for the little sugar.
Yeah, I had the little pink
Oh.
little Barbie doll carrying with the hand. Let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
So I feel that since rap is like the primary right now, everybody listens to rap. Even my mother listens to rap. Do you feel like they need to be responsible for their lyrics with these kids
Yes.
listening on a constant
Yes.
basis?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But
Responsible.
But
I mean,
but
no, because we used to story
hard.
tell. You know, remember when I grew up with DITC Studios, Showbiz,
Yes.
and all. I grew up with the originals. You understand? So they used to story tell their stories. So you can sit there and you can imagine what they're talking about, but you can never pinpoint if it actually happening.
Okay.
So what I'm saying now is, let's say these artists, I said to an artist the other day, you killed about 6 guys on the same corner,
but
So it's like, can it be switched up into storytelling
No.
again?
Anymore?
No.
You don't think so?
because the reason why is too much money being thrown out right now,
Yeah. It's
and it's too easy to do it.
facts.
You understand what I'm saying? Like when we was coming up, growing up, it was exclusive. It was limited. Everybody couldn't rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had to have skills. You had to have
So let's bring
talent.
skills back.
You understand what I'm saying? You had to have
Bring 'em
talent.
back.
So
Literacy.
so back then you would come up, you'd be like, oh, yeah, my man rhyme. They'd be like, yo, word, let me hear him. You can't say that now. Because this person
You can hear
rhymes.
them, but they may sound like trash.
They might need auto-tune.
Everybody in the crew rhymes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Well-
wants to be a celebrity. Everybody want to be famous. That's the problem.
Well, maybe this is a situation with me and he has had this conversation where I feel even my showcases, you had to have 16 bars or you cannot perform in my showcases.
Does it have to be memorized?
No, it has to be just in case, because I had people like DITC Studios on my panels. I had Rough Riders on my panels. I had Violator Records on my panels. So they said they wanted to drop a beat and you couldn't drop 16. Guess who's going to look stupid? That would be me. And I was not going to have that. You know what I'm saying?
Looking like you wasted their time. But I think you had a deep question. And I this is one thing we have a little difficulty on the show is, right? There's certain questions that are for the business of hip hop, and there's certain questions that are for the culture of hip hop.
Yes.
You answered that question for the business of hip hop. For the culture of hip hop, absolutely you should be accountable to what you say. Absolutely. You know what I mean? That's how the culture, was doing it in the beginning. If you was thugging it, we would see you in the streets, right?
Yes.
If you was rhyming like you super nice, then somebody's gonna step to you for a cipher. Like you would be checked. But the business of hip hop, that doesn't happen. You can say what you want, do what you want.
I personally think that there is some change coming to us. I've been saying that for a long time. There is a change coming.
The real is coming back.
Yeah, the real. Yes.
That's what it is.
Honestly, I will argue that it's bad business. I mean, in terms of the long run, in terms of look at in other businesses we care about how they affect people, right? Like we care about how coal mines affect people, or we care about how certain drugs or whatnot, like to the extent that we know about it, right? So we have this out in front of us and we're acting like we just don't care. And to me, it's not about profanity. Like I don't think that should ever be something like, oh, this shouldn't be in music or should be. But it's about having a real message. Like you could tell your story good, bad, and ugly, but these people, a lot of artists out today, they're just doing
selling
whatever and they don't have a message.
They're selling their souls.
No substance.
Like they're not humans to the people who listen to them. You're a character. It's like 6ix9ine, for instance, was more of a character than a real person. Or even like I think of Lil Pump. I don't know the first thing about Lil Pump, and I definitely didn't learn it from his music. Like I don't know anything about him because he didn't say anything real.
And then, what's real too, when you said the real part, like you said the real is coming back, depending on who you are in terms of where you look for music, the real never left. You know what I mean? Because
that's a fact.
They're still here.
When you still listen to the radio and all that, you're gonna get the little pumps, the 6ix9ine. But if you was into hip hop and you knew all these other artists that still dropping bars, doing what they do, I think the crazy part is, like you said, the business part. Yeah. By the time they say, you know what, let's get back to the real from the business perspective, right? They'd done made their money. You know what I mean? And then the real is making money, right? When the real is making money, they'll go back to the real. Right. Yeah. And then when they exhaust the real, they'll go back to the fake.
Yeah,
so
I get it.
The business piece, you're just going to get caught out there. It's about that money.
Yeah.
I like the answer. And especially you're in that age category. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say you're too young and too old, but you're in that age category to understand the music today more than we can understand it. But and also too, I'm gonna say who has a big factor on the changing of the music is the media. Yes. I keep pushing and I keep talking. Stop letting people that have no idea about this culture and about this industry like this represent hip hop. Yes. That's the one thing you got to stop, because it's we had a guest up here a while ago and he said some real stuff, and it's true. It's like Rolling Stones when it come to rock and roll or something, you couldn't catch one of us talking about that in the media, in the magazine, because we can't do it now, because we don't know it.
What is it? The country? What is that artist? The country guy,
Lil Nas X.
And now they're speaking like that's not a country song, and then he's off the charts, and now he's on the charts, and I'm like,
what it is if we want to kind of take control and change things, we got to start with the media first, and then work our way down.
But one thing about, because we got a quick trivia for women in music, by the way, just you too. You can get some help if you need. But Queen and SK, the toughest part is you got to look at, if my child was doing music, right? They would probably do Lil Nas X, country, so that type of music. You know what I'm saying? So little kids are making music now. You know what I mean? These 14, 15-year-olds, you know what I mean? And the song was probably recorded 2 years ago. It just got out. You know, a lot of artists push songs 2-3 years before it hits. And this is the music they make. It's playful. They don't know who they are. It's crazy. I think it's more the copycat rhymers that are like in their 20s and 25s, 30s. It's like damn, you know, we're lost. You lost making songs like that. I'm pretty sure the Nas X kid is young. Yeah. He's a young kid.
I don't know how old he is, but something happened to me.
Graduated high school.
Yeah, just graduated high school. Yeah. Something happened to me where, you know, I'm teaching the kids dance moves, and they were like, "Oh, that," you know, they were like, I did something and it's relevant. We all should know it, you know. And they were like, "Oh, that was probably so cool in like the 70s or the 80s." And I was like, first of all, this is like relevant. But wait. And then two, they called it a different name. And I was like, this is not the name of it. And then they played a different song, and they were like, it is because this artist said that's what it is. And I was like, first of all, who's this artist? And two, this is not the name.
They really got you sounding like your parents.
Yeah, I was like,
I hate when
not
they do
the
that.
name.
When you sound like your parents, I look at them like, you got me sounding like my pops. What's wrong with
I was like, this is not the name of this dance move. And they were like, yeah, because this artist said. And then that's when I started thinking about, like, when now are we responsible for teaching the history behind certain things that belong in the culture? Because that was like an old school thing. And I'm like, that's not. We've been doing
I
that.
actually haven't seen, and not being funny, I don't remember the last time I seen like a dance
original
out here that, you know, that's linked to music lately. Like usually, you know, we had a new dance every year. What happened to that?
They're just changing the name. They're just changing the name.
Yeah.
It's more down south. Down south got
all the dances.
Yeah, they got all the dances right now. Before it was, you know, New York was the epicenter.
We're too
of all
cool
that.
for school.
We got to bring it back to New York. There, we got to bring it back to the BX where it started from. Something got to give.
Something got to give. You gonna when's the video dropping?
So bring
like,
it back.
I got to move.
To bring it back to New York, we gotta know our identity first.
Yes.
We gotta stop trying to sound like everybody else and come back to and create our sound and come back to our.
We used to be the trendsetters.
You know what I'm saying?
We used to be the what they used
now
to
we the
follow.
copycats.
Yeah. And I think like before he goes into the trivia real quick, I think another thing is that like there was always a thing. We always wanted everybody to accept the hip hop culture. When growing up, we wanted everybody to know about hip hop,
but it was a message,
and we wanted everybody to know it and love it and respect it. And what happened is that at one time there was a point in time where it got out of control, and people got in it and took control of it and just kind of pushed us away from it
And they
snatched
capitalized.
it and ran with it, and it's
capitalized.
like now it's everybody, so everybody has it, and everybody that has it now do not know the foundation and where it came from.
Yeah.
That's been happening to us. They still have stories. We put it in movies.
So our swag.
Our swag. That's been happening.
clothes.
But what makes it disappointing,
Our hairstyles.
hip hop was our escape from that.
Yeah.
And for us to forget how hip hop started because of the situations, it gets me upset. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if we remember that, then why are we all what we are today? You understand what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna tell you one thing that, you know, one thing I wish at the end of the day, if this show could kind of like, or this hip hop culture brand that we're trying to do with Hip Hop Point of View, if there's one message we could get across is hip hop is not just music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Culture.
And that's where, you know, they manipulated that part.
Yeah.
Right? You know, they ran and took the music portion because they had the resources.
They had the money. They had the money. Yeah.
But you know, the soul of the people that started the culture, the dancing and all that, that's not for sale. You can't really take
That's
that.
right.
So we need to get back to the other facets of the culture, of the elements. If we keep stressing the music, I don't know if
We'll
we can
never-
get that.
yeah, we'll never
we
get
ain't gonna
back
get
to
that
its
back,
origin.
right? That's money. That's reparations almost at this time.
Well, I think what the music is, okay, so this is one thing I was telling my children. You know, they see me how hard I'm working and focus on certain things, and I had to, you know, tell them, you know, what do you think? You know, like I think that the people in hip hop needs to start showing what the struggle is, what the process is. You know, you show the end results. You show the awards. You show the jewelry. You're not showing these kids that you're in there 15 hours not washing your butts, you know, whatever.
Happen overnight.
You need to show these. Yeah, you got to show these kids it's not that easy. It is a grind. It is something that you want. It is a dream that you have, and that's what, to achieve it, you work hard to get it. And a lot of kids think that they're walking into the situation and, oh, yeah, I can rap, but then they forget that, you know, so they get the first person here, $1 million deal, you sell your soul and you're making $10, and you know, per hour, you know,
$10 an hour, $10 a day.
You know what I mean?
They show the reward, not the journey.
Exactly. And I think a lot of hip hop artists need to start showing that.
SK, you showing the journey? Are you showing the journey?
Yeah, I mean, well, I talk about it in the music too.
I document it all.
So he documents it. I talk about it in the music. You know, I actually really pride myself on lyrics, and it's not to not have a stupid song or a song that is just for people to enjoy, but you know, I think it's always something I value.
That represents you.
So,
yeah. Lyricist.
You know, even like, you know, you could, and it goes for a lot of different artists. You know, people like, you know, J. Cole, for instance, who's, you know, newer in terms of hip hop. He, you know, he's told a lot of stories, and it's not necessarily that they're super deep, but they're very real. Like people can relate to it. You know, speaking of women, I really like Heather B. You know, I think she is a dope lyricist. I had someone tell me the other day, I almost smacked them. I had someone tell me the other day that they think Young M.A. is the best female lyricist they've ever heard. And I looked at them like did you not listen to Lauryn Hill, or have you not heard Heather B or MC Light or Queen Latifah or anybody? Like,
and
so
that's not even we even get into the underground crazy
Rod Digger.
So I was kind of taken aback by that, but
that's crazy.
But yeah, I think, you know, for me it is about that journey, because it's about, I think music was, because here's what music was to me. Music was my outlet for things in my life that either were hard or, you know, things that I was happy about or excited about. So for me, having that outlet, you know, it made sense that music would reflect that and the lyrics would reflect that.
So being that you sound like a historian, right?
Oh, here we go.
The first trivia question goes to you. Next one goes to Rose.
Oh, God.
Big brother, you can help him out if you want to.
You can help out.
All right, so the first question to you, SK. Rod Digger, right? Thank you.
Oh, here we
Shantae.
go.
You're welcome.
So Rod Digger released her LP Dirty Harriet in 2000.
Okay.
Did you hear that, the LP?
I've only heard one song on it.
Go check it out. It was tough. She was a member of which group? If you need multiple choice, let me know.
Oh, give me multiple choice. I need help.
Do you know the? Do y'all know the answer?
Flip mode.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Got it.
Flip mode.
I feel like choking you. We saw the video the other day.
I know.
That's your lifeline. You can't use them again.
Yeah,
You can't use them again.
I can't use them again.
You got a text message, you got a tweet, you got a call.
There you go.
Okay. This is
Rose, next one's for you.
Okay. You got it.
Let's get to it. Which animal skin rug? Right, get your visuals right. Which animal skin rug is Lil' Kim straddling on her debut?
Leopard.
Leopard. Is that your final answer? Is leopard your final answer?
Yeah, leopard. I think it's leopard.
Do you want multiple choice?
Yeah, multiple choice.
That kind of probably means she's wrong.
Yeah.
No, I just want to make sure.
Is it A, bear, B, leopard, C, tiger, or D, zebra? A, bear.
A bear.
B, leopard.
Go with it. Go with your gut.
C,
Don't let
tiger,
them intimidate
D,
you.
zebra.
Let's go. Women empowerment.
I'm gonna go with.
You got it.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go with what I said.
Leopard? Okay. That is incorrect.
Okay.
Right.
So it was zebra.
It is a bear.
A
A
bear.
I told you.
A bear.
I said a bear.
She wore leopard.
She wore leopard, right?
Or
Okay,
like,
so-
oh, but she was straddling.
Well, that's what you were looking at.
I wouldn't want
You know, Bravo knew
Wait,
exactly what she was wearing.
I
You know,
knew
Bravo
Well, I
was
apologize. I wasn't watching her straddling anything.
that threw you off. Okay, so
that's
you
fair.
guys are gonna answer this one
Fair.
together. Okay, and SK and Rose are gonna answer this last
Okay,
one together.
here we
All right,
go.
you ready? Okay, so Gwen Stefani, right?
Oh,
Familiar with
okay.
Gwen Stefani? She's featured on this artist 2001 track, "Let Me Blow Your Mind." Okay. You know who it is?
Wasn't she featured on Pharrell tracks?
Okay, true. Do you want multiple choice, or you think you know the answer?
I'm multiple choice.
Yeah, we're gonna do
You guys got to answer this together. So
Okay,
I'm gonna let you
multiple
guys
choice.
deliberate together.
Okay.
Okay, so was it A. Eve, B. Foxy Brown, C. Little Kim, or D. Remy Ma?
Eve.
Yes, I remember.
That is correct.
Yes, I remember that.
I thought they said, yo, E. All I heard was Eve, and I was like, I don't think that's a choice though. A, B, C, D. I was like, E. Who's E?
They say E.
Yeah.
But good job. So before we get out of here, let them know your handles, how to get in contact with you, SK.
Yeah. So at SK_music with a Q instead of a C on IG, and then on YouTube is SK Point Blank BX.
Okay.
Okay.
Rose, let them know when's the show.
The show is May 18th. It is a fundraiser for the New York City Public Library for the children to gain a free book after this 6-week course.
Read.
It's going to be held at Dalton's Bar and Grill on 43rd and 9th.
Gotcha.
It is between 10 and 4 o'clock in the morning. We have 7 wonderful women on who are participating.
Let's go.
It's also my 49th birthday.
Wow.
And
Time fell in love with you, right?
yes, thank you. My name is on Instagram is Queen _ of
Trust me, I know.
Hearts SCC, and you're welcome to come. It's free to get in. It's a free entry. Like I said, only thing is I'm asking for donations for children's books. That's all.
Okay, great stuff. Big bro.
Yo.
What's your name?
My name is. They call me Mark.
Oh, you
my
don't
name
know
Mark.
who he is?
Mark.
He does all the videos for my son.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
They call me Point Blank BX.
Point Blank BX.
Yeah, I'm a videographer, director, and I shoot at SKs, My Sons, Casanovas. I mean, I work with everybody. You know what I'm saying? I love what I do.
Ricky Bats, let's throw Ricky
Ricky
Bats in
Bats.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Go get it, man.
Thanks,
Shout out to Ricky
Ken.
Bats.
Yeah, thanks, Ken.
Somebody tell me how to get in contact with you.
You can reach me at pointblankbx.com, Point Blank, everywhere Point Blank BX. Instagram, so, just hit me up.
If you need a good video, that's where you go.
Let's do it. So we go
Yup.
point blank.
Point
We're gonna get
blank.
some videos, some promos going. Hip hop
That's
point of
it.
view. Let's get to it.
All right.
Hey, let's get it. Hey, When I was younger, I never met sin. A mama did druggy, that shit let me damage. I'm from a place where these niggas told him is I got a grind just to pull up and fin. I'm mobile to ghost like my name Danny Finn. I'm about the shit, I don't got men. This mother's little bitch, holding the jets. She let me kill, got it on cam. You got a problem, address the issue. Find your address and we pull up with pistol. Pew, pew. Pull up with missiles. Pew. Yeah. Hey, niggas been talking that they do the damage. Chopper just drawing them like it's a canvas. Get to that money and move to Atlanta. I met this little bitch in Atlanta. Yeah, she a dancer. Hit it and quit it. Never romantic. Back in my bag. It's just a habit. NY nigga. About to go savage. Hey, haters on my dick, they stalk on my Insta. I'ma just flex on the gram and then fuck on they system. Money keep calling, I'm doing a race like I'm TK. Tell them hating niggas catch up. Truly never gon' let up. Tell them pussy niggas shut up. Lullabies with Beretta. Preacher singing, hold your head up. Hey, then they got that new range with the lot. She gon' let Chili fuck off the watch. My dope baby come straight from the block. I was just racking up, quarterback niggas be sacking them. Benjamin's adding up. I got a shot cause them haters ain't mad enough. Fucking attack cause Chili ain't had enough. Money keep calling, these bitches annoying. We pulled up on quiet shit, bullets are snoring. We swerving the form, we tripping the form. My bitches are form, my life should be fun. Now back to the top, but we pull up with monster. Tell me where the drug ass gon' be hostages. Living rock style life with some rocket shit. Present lifestyle, full like a rocket shit. Can't take the heat, get the fuck up out the kitchen. Niggas whipping Justin Bieber. Hey Montana, what's the difference? Yeah, Martina, trending topic. We be dripping with a mop at niggas saying that they like that, but I doubt that. Hey, roll the dice, baby, show me a head crack. From a city where these niggas get head crack. Red dot, plus they dressing that all black, green light, so you know that they on that. Ray Allen shooters, niggas gon' score. That Russian cream be the backwood. Gotta smoke good just to act good. Like my bitches ratchet, like hood. Hold the ratchet for me if I get booked. Just a friendly reminder, she giving me brain. I don't gotta remind her I'm fucking her solar. It's just the one out there. I'm pull up and moves. Hey, niggas gon' shoot.
from the middle of 42nd. I'm blessing another banger by psychotic. I'm on and I'm wrecking the Punisher beast. This is capital punishment. Runners be speaking. Been Punisher cast and make examples out you rappers. Bronx bomber from the city where the greats are from. Chris Rivers, OP Mala Reigns is from. Cuban Link, busy being a Remy Martin. Man, that verse on any up is smoking. I'll forever love my city. Bright lights and big dreams. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills on the rails. Take it back to 93 and Staten Island for that L. Hip hop, rap caused the panic. Salute to Queensbridge, the home of Illmatic. And the infamous, can't forget son. Derek Jeter showed that number 2 was number 1. Like when Angie Mall went to power. Flex beefing with Hov, I'm feeling sour. It's still New York City, no effing cowards. Brooklyn, where the people yelling yawa. Fabulous Joel Ortiz, man, them boys are ether. Rest in peace, the birthplace of Aaliyah. High haters, even at the haters loving me, no BK. The birthplace of David Blaine, yo. Papoose drop charades. Meanwhile, the second Sunday in June is the PR parade. Floating through the city, all the people getting lit. Can't forget about Harlem, shout outs to the dips. Children of the corn showed unity. Now we bumping that diplomatic immunity. Greatness is earned and never borrowed. You sucker MCs won't last in the Apollo. Heavy Planet Rock, Africa, Bambaataa, Zulu Nation, and Rock Steady. Hardcore, jumping on city trains, graffitied up, B Street. No need to fight, bring out the cardboards. Break dancing, I break them, they ain't advancing. I'm crazy lace with the prancing, get my B-boy stancing. Pardon me bargaining, but the art of me's expanding. Get late to rest, cause I make the best when I'm breaking necks. This ain't a test, I shatter MCs, prepare your tape decks. For that street flow, New York City, all the homies still doing chin ups on the street post. Y'all seen that Fat Joe made them lean back. We started local, became big and went global. Hip hop gave us a voice and we became vocal. No matter what, I will never front. I may be Jersey, but I'll never forget where I came from. New York, right.
Mic's on, we good to go?
Good to go.
Need some volume.
Hey.
You hear us?
Yeah.
Check that mic, Corleone. You hear us?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So, Hip Hop Point of View, we back. Shout out to Rose, SQ, Point Blank. We're here with Corleone. Corleone, what's the deal?
What's good?
Corleone, give me the background on that name, Corleone.
I had that name for like about roughly about 27 years.
Damn.
You know, I was raised in the Bronx. I was raised in Watson.
Okay.
Watson and Boynton, and then I moved out to Yonkers after that. So I had that name when I first started rapping. I might have been like about I was young, man. I was a kid. I was young. I was doing it.
And you chose Coleon. Why was Coleon out of all the names?
I guess because the respect I had in the street, so everybody kind of just like they just like name me that. So I just ran with it, and then I just took it on to my music. So
that's dope. That's dope. So I know Reef, was supposed to come through. He said y'all got an artist, he's a spitter, he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
Come take the spot. Do you mind like opening for people? You damn near open for them.
Nah. You gotta work, man. This is a job. This is a business, man. You gotta work. You just you gotta pick and choose sometimes, but when you're hungry, you just take everything, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
You gotta eat everything. And then, eventually you make it to the top, and you can take a break when you really make it, but
then you gotta
take
picky.
You gotta work, man. It's a hard job. You just gotta stay consistent. You know what I'm saying?
So when we were talking earlier, right, and I know you were listening to like how I know back in the days the rules was totally different, right?
Right.
Now with you getting into the game, all the technology, the YouTube, social media, are you feeling it? You like the way you could do your own thing? Are you like it's too crowded? How you feel about it?
I mean, it's good. The social media is good, but it's crowded with a lot of junk.
Yeah.
I don't know if Reef told you, but I just finished doing 20 years in prison.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring it up.
No.
I let Coleon bring it up.
I'm not afraid to talk about that because there's a lot of people that run around and they glorify that. I don't glorify prison. You know what I'm saying? I did 20 years for something stupid. But I
welcome back home.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's a lot.
Appreciate it. It was an experience. You know what I'm saying? Lucky for me, I was fortunate that my family was there and supported me through the whole thing. So now, I was doing music back then too. I was also with Fat Joe and Cuban Link and all them back in the 90s, Pun, Reef, so
you just recently got hit and did the 20.
Yeah. I only been home for 10 months now.
Wow.
10 months.
Wow.
How's the adjustment period been?
It's been smooth. It's been smooth.
Okay.
I got I'm fortunate that I have a good support system out here. So I've been transitioning back to it's still kind of like I can't be in crowds and stuff like that sometimes, but it's all right. It's not bad. You need that support system though.
Okay.
Tell you that you need that support system.
Did your rhymes increase with the time away? Do you feel like your rhymes lost a lot of the interactions and outside influences? How was your rhyme skills in the 20 years?
No, I don't feel like they lost anything. I mean, there's still a lane, and there's still certain people that want to hear what you got to say.
Absolutely.
And even though hip hop done changed so much, I still think that there's a lane for what we used to do, because you got the dudes up there in Buffalo, Griselda Records, where you don't even hear them on the radio, and they have a crazy fan base. You know what I'm saying? They move their units, but they do shows, and they sell out shows throughout the whole
Conway and them,
right? Conway,
West
Side. Yeah. Shout out to them. Shout out to them.
Yeah,
I think if I'm not mistaken, they just signed R.J. Payne.
Yeah,
wow.
I mess with R.J. Payne.
Yeah,
R.J. Payne's
he's fire. He's fire.
Crazy.
And there's a lane for all that.
There is.
You know what I'm saying? The what's going on now is that radio stations doesn't mess hip hop up.
True.
Gravitating to a certain style of hip hop, and then letting the audience believe that the other stuff is not needed.
Matter no more.
It's not needed. You know what I'm saying?
Or isn't even there.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's still a big fan base out in the West Coast, Midwest, everywhere. I get a lot of DMs from a lot of people, that say, "Yo, your music is I love your music and keep pushing," and that's what I do it for.
Yeah.
Not only because I love it and I'm an artist, but to get the people what they want.
And it's all about a fan base right now. Like you don't need 100,000 people. You got 1,000 strong people supporting you.
Yeah.
You good. You gonna make them moves and make them runs.
That's right.
That's all you need. You just need a loyalty. That's it.
And it'll grow.
Yeah, but as long as you put out some quality music, that fan base is gonna be there.
It's always gonna be there.
It's always gonna be there. It's always gonna be there. No matter what, you just gotta be consistent and always put something out.
Yeah.
They want to hear what you got to say.
Yeah, nowadays, like I'm pretty sure back in the day, the amount of music you got to keep your fan base spoiled with, as opposed to back in the days to now, is crazy. Like they want to hear something a lot. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, It's all right because it keeps you busy.
Yeah.
It keeps you busy. You know, it keeps you thinking. You always got to create. You know,
Yes,
if
yes,
if
it
you're
does.
a creative person, then that's all right
Mhm.
because you get to hit them from different angles and you can think about different things. You know what I'm saying? You don't stay in one lane. You always get to move around. So it's good. It's good.
So
It's
the
good.
other side of that is, you remember when like an artist would bring out something, you could kind of chew on what they put out for that little moment,
Right.
and they would make sure it was crafted, it was good, it was
Right.
tough. But now, the fact that you got to keep feeding, even the best artists put out some stuff, you're like, they kind of miss with that one. You know what I mean?
Just to throw it out. Just throw it out.
So
But
you fall victim to that?
Somebody gonna like it.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Somebody
people
gonna like it.
and that's why it keeps the momentum up.
Yeah.
Because then I
That's
hear
funny.
some
Somebody
things and I'm like, that's trash. But then the world is like, yo, that was the best one on the album. I'm like,
But
no, it's not
but
the
I
best
think-
one.
But I think a lot of times, like when you're a true artist and you really true to the craft and you genuine with it, you gonna make good music. It's just
Regardless,
like it's just
right.
like
Regardless.
when you gimmicking and you just trying to be somebody and everything. That's when you're really taking your chances. You make that one joint and now you just gotta live off of that and hope. And
That
hope
somebody
you can make
catch it.
another one, but when you got it, you got it.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I agree with that. But like you were saying, right? A lot of people just throw stuff out there. But have you ever heard something on the radio that you didn't like?
Yeah.
2 months later, you be like, you find yourself just harmonizing it for some
you
reason
used
because
to it.
they
program
drill it in
you.
you.
And then you ask yourself, why do I like
Why
this?
do I like this garbage?
Why am I liking this?
You know how many records that I be like, yo, why do I like this garbage? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You
But it's
don't
just
like
You know
it,
that
but
now all of
every
a
word.
sudden you know the lyric. Yeah, you know every
You know
word.
everything.
But see,
You know
now
the beat. You
yeah.
think you were the producer.
Yeah.
So now the good thing though, with this, I'm not. I really hate on social media a lot when it comes to this rap stuff. I really hate on it so much because it has allowed so much foolery
Yeah.
to exist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a good thing because now it lets us know the foolery.
Well,
how much
well,
foolery
here's
it
the
is
question,
out
Cole.
there.
You know what though? Like, you need that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
You need that
Yeah.
because if you're a dope artist, you're gonna stand out.
Yeah.
True.
So you're gonna stand out. So if
And
you
it's
need,
going to be longevity. So we're going to know who's going to last versus I'm just here for now. That song popped. Next thing you know, 5 years later, they're nowhere to be
I
found.
just keep me a playlist. I got me a nice little playlist with my handful of artists that I listen
That's
to
it.
on a
That's
daily
all Bravo
routine.
listen to.
And I might, when I get the alerts for new music, I'll go check it out just to see if it's something that I'm going to listen to.
Yeah.
Then after that, I go right back to my playlist.
That's right.
I go right back to my playlist.
But here's a question. Here's the answer to what you were posing about the foolery, right? Do you think the foolery always been there?
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
I think the foolery always
It's
been
always
there.
been. But
No,
now
that's
it's
what
heightened.
media.
That's why.
It's
That's why I
highlighted.
said. That's why I
It's
said
always been
it's
there.
kind of good
Sure.
because it lets us know that
Your
it's there
foolery.
and it's been there.
Yeah.
So now you kind of
But now
you're
it's
reading
heightened.
things
It's
out.
on another
But it's
level.
always
of
been there.
foolery.
But see, the thing is that now when you're doing media, and you're doing our work, we gotta try and be like politically correct. You know what I'm saying? Polite to certain things, like because we don't want to bash everything.
Right.
And so it's hard for me to be like, nah,
Sit
he
there
cool.
with a straight
Yeah.
face.
It's so hard for me because I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
do it. So I just be like, I ain't got no comment, man.
But how about
Away
this,
from this,
Corleone as an artist? Your Corleone year 1, year 2 would probably be a laughing joke to Corleone year 7, year 8. You know what I mean?
That would be the foolery?
So that you probably look at this
no,
like, yo, what the fuck was I doing? Or what was I
You
rapping
trying to
about? What did I
justify? You
think?
trying to
I thought I
justify?
could get away with this. You don't look at like some of your old rhymes or music and like, yo, I was tripping.
Nah, man.
Nah, okay.
Nah, I
He
don't.
said,
That's right,
he
that's
said I
right.
was hot from day
Nah.
one.
He said,
Who
hell
are
no.
you?
You know why? Because I've been doing this. I've been doing this since I was a kid. So
Yeah.
I've always been skillful. I was always a funny dude. So I'm witty with words. So
Okay, got you.
You know what I'm saying? I've always been kind of slick with it, and I've always been I've been all right, and not pat myself on the back or anything, but a lot of my mans in the from the block and other blocks and Yonkers, Bronx, Manhattan, and be like, yo, you got talent with you.
Okay,
You know what
got
I'm
you.
saying? You got a lot of talent with you, and while I was in prison, I wasn't gonna pursue this again. I was just chilling doing my bid. But then a lot of people was like, "Nah, you just the world got to hear you.
Yeah.
The world got to hear you." So when I came home, I just jumped.
So
on
what
the
made you
bike.
say it was a rap? Why would you say I wasn't gonna do it? Wasn't gonna pursue it no more?
Cause
you focusing on that time.
I was focusing on the bid. It was, that was a long time. So I'm just focusing on bidding, and so I was like, I'm not gonna come out here and just compete with the youth like that, because it's their game. You know what I'm saying? But everybody that's came across my music, in there out here, has told me, nah, the world got to hear you. The world got to hear you. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not giving up. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if I become the largest. It doesn't matter. Just as long as I get heard.
You have some art you want to express. You want to get out. Gotcha.
Were you writing the whole time? Were you in there, or when you hit that point and you said, I'm going to do some music? Did you?
I didn't write nothing in there.
Wow.
I was bidding.
That's it.
I wrote when I got home.
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote when I got home. I wasn't writing in there. I was focused on my bid, because you have to detach yourself from the street when you're doing all that time. You can't focus on nothing out here, because it'll drive you kind of insane mentally.
So you weren't listening to music on what was out?
No,
You keep up to date.
I was kept up to date listening. On 105 Hot 97 when I was in Sing Sing. Then when you go further up, then it's just like everything else. Everything is just like, listen, hillbilly music. Once you get up north, everybody got to send. You got to get the cassette. They still got cassette tapes in there. So you got to get cassettes sent up there, and then you're able to stay in tune that way. And you also see how hip hop evolved. Like we used to see everything change. Like, wow,
this is the new sound.
This is the new sound.
Oh, that's crazy. That's interesting.
We was sitting in there, like, we couldn't even understand it. But then you had some young kids came through and was like, nah, this is what it is. And you got to listen to the youth. You have to. You got to
learn.
You got to listen and learn from them. They point of views on things. You got to be open minded about a lot of things. So
you got to listen to everybody hip hop point of view.
What do you think about? What do you think about rap music? The only form of entertainment is that as you get older, you become more obsolete. Whereas in everything else, the older you get, the more praise you get. Like rock and roll, the older bands are like praised. Here in rap,
like
it's
jazz,
starting now. Like
rock,
we really gotta force our hands for the older generation to be respected.
To be respected, yeah, because a lot of the youth don't really respect it. But I think that a lot of the older artists are still out there doing their thing. It's just not. You see them not going overseas and stuff like that. They still rocking. It's just that the youth these days just look at them and be like, that was whack. Yeah, it's crazy. It's not a respect level.
And I think I don't know if it's I don't know, like let's say the rock people, right? Some of the rock cats, the way they dress, like the Ozzy Osbournes and all that, they dress like the new cats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The gothic, but the hip hop cats, like I don't want to look like my father. You know what I mean? Like they want to separate from their pops. I don't know what it is about the urban culture. Like they want to look completely different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
knowing that it probably
it's gonna come back around.
Yeah, it's gonna come back around.
But still though, in all
they want to look different. They want to sound different. They want the slang to be different. They want everything different.
In all environments of entertainment, everybody's respected. Like they know.
Right.
The older generation.
Yeah.
Our generation, like this rap generation, do not acknowledge like Rakim or something. Very sprinkle few, but if you ask a handful of them, they don't know who Big Daddy
That's the
Kane
business
is.
cat.
That's the
The
business.
culture knows who they are.
Listen, prime example, we seen it on BET when who was it?
The guy
Young
that know the
homie
lyrics,
Quan.
and he didn't know the lyrics.
Biggie.
Yeah.
But that's corporate, bro. Like
But
the corporate side. That's gonna be that.
But see the thing
we
is,
see one of our cats from back in the day, classic in the street. We gonna holler.
But see us, but in what I'm trying to say, in other fields of entertainment, it's not allowed. Like they will come down on. They will come down on them.
Mm-hmm.
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't.
We
We
give them
just
a
like,
pass.
everything is a pass, and this causes a lot of the separation in rap. A lot of separation.
that's real. I know, and as a person who's been in the game for a while, when you see these young cats, I know that's where you getting at, bro. How you gonna treat them? You gonna be like, oh, that's the clown nonsense, or you gonna be like, what up? What's going on?
No, I embrace them. I teach the youth, man, because if you don't teach them or you don't try to, bridge the gap, then who's gonna do it?
Yeah.
Somebody has to do it. You know what I'm saying?
agree.
I can't just keep walking by you and not say nothing to you all day long. You know what I'm saying? I gotta let you know that I done been through where where you going. I did that. You know what I'm saying? Whether you listen or not, that's your choice. As long as I told you, then.
And if you got a question about it, you can come see me.
Right. I'm just not gonna ignore. I'm not gonna ignore it though. I'm not gonna ignore it. Somebody got to let them know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a song. I got a song on YouTube, which is called "Didn't Listen," and it's about me. I just came home and I was talking to the young kid, and the young kid was like, "Well, G, this ain't about that. This is your new era and all this." And I'm teaching them like, all right, but I'm just trying to teach you how to do it smarter. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just teaching you how to get away with it.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it's not a new bid. I let you know that it ain't a new casket.
Right.
You got the songs ready?
Yeah, I got.
What's the first one?
I got Two Kings.
Yeah, that's Two Kings. That's me and Fred the Godson right there.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna blow this.
Let
out
Two Kings go.
Yeah.
Two Kings.
Can I get a little volume?
Okay.
Coley. Y'all ain't ready to get it, man. Y'all ain't ready to get it, man. Y'all ain't ready to go to war. I finish them off. Y'all ain't ready to get it, man. Y'all ain't ready to get it, man. Y'all ain't ready to go to war. I finish them off. I finish them off.
And my rep, speak for itself. Around my city with a crown and the wrestling belt. I give a fuck how the rest of y'all felt. I don't play fair, I bend rules in the booth making it melt. I'm sick of being passive, nigga, holding my tongue back. Pull out, put the 40 right where it's rung at. I'm a killer, pat him down, know where it's gun at. In a low voice, you tell him, nigga, run that. See the hoes you fucking, nigga, done that, been there. Whoever told you, nigga, life fair? Remember it was just Coronas and Chrome light beers. Now it's 20 bottles every party like it's last year. The game is fucked up, it got me twisted. Everybody saying that it's me missing. I keep the men line like religion. See, we're not the same, you see me different cloth, different horse. Nigga, I'm a different boss. Every other fucking week, pull up in a different Porsche. Nigga driving too slow, fuck around and cut him off. I'ma shop till I drop, nigga, motherfuck the cost. Judges railroad with my niggas, so motherfuck the cost. Now I got my brother the same beamer that my lawyer bought. My city hard body, we was never soft. You know where I'm from, Yonkers, New York, killer.
Y'all ain't ready to get it, man. Y'all ain't ready to get it, man. Y'all ain't ready to go to war. I finish them off. Y'all ain't ready to get it, man. Y'all ain't ready to get it, man. Y'all ain't ready to go to war. I finish them off.
Yeah, I'm killing wall. I got Mexican shooters coming over even if they build a wall. Empty it out, then refill a fall. Pop him in the back of his head and watch his face full of flow. Goldo got the gorillas ball, chips and a sauce, tortilla ball. Clip your underballs if that's still your ball. Loud bang blown to Chicago, these guns just make Illinois. New York, different environment. In the Bronx, let's talk requirements. I mean, razor, knife, gun, vest, slice, stab, shoot till none left. Call your own home and he wanna pop. Have your ass covered in chrome like RoboCop. Semi-auto for all the ops. Goldo Frederico from the block.
Y'all ain't ready to get it, man. Y'all ain't ready to get it, man. Y'all ain't ready to go to war. I finish them off.
You hear me? Yeah, the next joint is me and Tony Sunshine. I'm actually dropping this in I'm dropping this in about 3 weeks. Matter of fact, this right here is like a party joint. Like
what's it called?
My year, excuse me, my year.
So much music, so much going on.
Yeah, this is great. This is actually the first record that I did when I came home.
Oh, my year.
Yeah, and I sent it to Tony. He sent it back with the hook, and it was just.
So it's like a club joint.
Yeah, this is a club
for the
joint.
ladies.
Yeah,
This is Tony Sunshine.
Yeah, yeah, that's
For
my
the
boy
ladies.
right there. Shout out Tony Sunshine.
Word up. We gotta get him up. Right, he got
Stop playing. TMG. Money gang.
Genge sesanena,
The money gang.
dime genge. Si no es tu jeva, me la voy a comer.
What it is, que lo que hay.
It's my year.
What it is, que lo que hay.
It's my year.
What it is, que lo que hay.
It's my year.
What it is, que lo que hay.
It's my year.
I came home, started a bidding war. Not a bright lights is what I'm getting fitted for. One swipe of the black car to clear them all. You act up and you'll get put underneath them all. Your team in the league, I'ma check the score. But you know you can put me up against them all. You see these bulls like you stuck in the rodeo. Cause when I aim it look like I'm choking Pinocchio. A wooden neck and a long nose. Your man froze, only Lord knows exactly why all them bullets chose to go in and out your boy and levitate his soul. Whoa, shit get deli here, and your days to be great and no lady here. Yeah, it's like my future looking very clear. Cause murking you and going back is my only fear.
Genge
Yeah.
sesanena, dime genge. Si no es tu jeva, me la voy a comer.
What it is, que lo que hay.
It's my year.
What it is, que lo que hay.
It's my year.
What it is, que lo que hay.
It's my year.
What it is, que lo
It
que
was
hay.
all a dream. A nigga came home after 18 to 100,000 and a black Moussain. Now everybody saying, nigga, you changed. You damn right, a new watch and a few chains. Now everything I wanted, I got it. I'm telling Shorty to drop it. She shot it up like a rocket. And the body exotic, that's why she emptied my pockets. I'm trying to get her to film it, but she keep telling me stop it. I'm like, it's more money where that came from, ho. Bronx Tale, Sunny and Colangelo. With more games than a Bellagio. I fucked around and I tricked the whole Bugatti, no.
It's my year. It's my year. It's my year.
ASAP.
Nice summer heat up.
Oh, man.
Heat them up for the summer with that right
Yeah.
there, boy.
This is ready to go. Congratulations, man.
This
You
will
got
definitely
one,
be
man.
that Dykeman basketball game.
Yeah, this
Summer
is-
League.
You know what I was thinking of when I'm listening to that track and
We
I'm
got about
like,
4 minutes.
I miss those collaborations when people did like those compilation albums.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's just joints back to
Back
back,
to back, right?
back to
Right.
back, and I'm just thinking of that joint, man.
Let's
right
get
there.
to it. So, yo, Coleon first. Thanks for coming down.
Yeah, anytime.
We appreciate
anytime.
you,
Thank you for
man.
having me. Thank you for
Absolutely.
having me.
Send
For
us
real.
the new music. Let them know how to get in contact with you.
You can IG is Coleon Music, KORLEON MUZIK, and then YouTube is The Real, KORLEON space MUZIK TV.
Money.
Yeah.
Hip hop point of view, my year. You know what I mean? That's my joint. You got something to say, Chan?
Whenever you
close
doing the
out,
vid,
Chan?
man, holla at us.
Yeah, now,
Yeah.
like
We'll
3
show
weeks,
up.
3 weeks.
The
3
visual?
weeks, 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah, let us know.
We're gonna drop it, throw the album. We're gonna throw the single release party, and then we doing a video. We're gonna do it uptown, in Dykeman. Then we're gonna do like a strip club scene. So
Okay.
y'all there.
Okay.
I got
All
some.
right.
I guess I gotta make it.
Okay.
I got
I guess
summertime
they
fresh
gotta
ready
make
to be
it.
worn.
Yeah.
Coleon twisting her arm. He twisting her arm now.
Yeah.
I got some summertime fresh ready to be worn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hip hop point of view, Coleon. We out.
We
Thank you for
out.
having me.
Yeah, absolutely.